Nirvana's third and final studio album, In Utero, was a much darker and raw-sounding album than the two that came before it. It featured many great hits, but most notable was Heart-Shaped Box. One could argue that much of In Utero's success came from that song alone. The track was written by Cobain in early 1992 at his apartment in the Fairfax district of Los Angeles, California, that he shared with his wife, Courtney Love. In Michael Azerrad's 1993 Nirvana biography, Cobain explained that Heart-Shaped Box was written about children with terminal cancer. However, the song is generally also believed to be about his relationship with his wife. In a 1994 Rolling Stone interview with David Frick, Love recalled hearing Cobain work on the guitar riff for the first time. The only time I asked him for a riff for one of my songs, he was in the closet. We had this huge closet, and I heard him in there working on Heart-Shaped Box. He did that in 5 minutes. Knock, knock, knock. What? Do you need that riff? F*** you. Slam. He was trying to be so sneaky. I could hear that one from downstairs. Cobain briefly set the song aside, then resumed work on it after he and Love moved to an apartment in Hollywood Hills, Los Angeles. Nirvana's first attempts to work on it were unsuccessful. Cobain said he waited for bassist Chris Novoselic and drummer Dave Grohl to come up with something, but it just turned into noise all the time. Eventually, during one jam session, Cobain said he came up with the vocal style instantly, and it just all flowed out real fast. We finally realized that it was a good song. It was first performed live on January 16, 1993, at the Hollywood Rock Festival in São Paulo, Brazil. A few days later, the band would record the track at BMG Areola Studios. 2 versions were recorded, the second of which would release as part of the posthumous With the Lights Out compilation album. Producer Craig Montgomery recalled hearing the song during the band's soundcheck in São Paulo, saying that even then Kurt knew this was the single. All the other new stuff they had was way more noisy and abrasive than this. Even the other sound guys that were out there on the platform with me were going, "Yeah, this is a good song." The band's guitar tech, Ernie Bailey, also had a positive initial reaction to the song in Brazil, saying that you could tell this was an important song in a lot of ways. You knew that it just had a lot of weight to it, even the first time you heard it. The final studio version of Heart-Shaped Box was recorded in February 1993 by Steve Albini at Pachyderm Studios in Cannon Falls, Minnesota, for the band's third studio album, In Utero.